don't know the power of a phenom.
What's good with y'all, man? Hey, you already know if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, drop that sub, turn on them noties, man, because we're doing video daily. Took 4 days off, I ain't gonna lie. You know, sometimes even though you love so you gotta take a little break, but now we getting back on the grind. I feel refreshed, I feel rejuvenated. We'll be back on stream tomorrow. But yo, I just watched episode 8 of Star Wars The Acolyte. Now, it was a pretty lackluster episode until about, I'd say maybe like 25 minutes in, and then we got a little lightsaber fight. But as a casual Star Wars fan, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit confused on this episode. I'm actually confused on a few things on this episode. One thing I didn't address in the last episode: the Jedi with the scar on his eye. We really didn't even find out why he killed himself. Like, why did he feel so bad that he had to kill himself? I mean, did I miss that? Because I don't remember seeing that in the next episode. So that's one thing. The second thing I'm confused. First of all, Saul is a badass. I like Saul's character. I think Saul was a pretty good character. Him and the Smilo Ren guy. I think those are the best guys out of this series. But I was pretty confused on this episode because it feels like that May was starting out as the bad person, and then Osha was starting out as the good person, and then it just ended up being reversed since May had her memory wiped, and then Osha went to the dark side to train, or she went, I would say the dark side, I mean her lightsaber did turn red, but she went to Smilo Ren to train or whatever, then they started holding hands. And then we saw that dark shadow figure. Was that Darth Plagueis, I'm assuming? Remember, casual Star Wars fan here, was that Darth Plagueis? This episode just had me a little confused because the green Jedi lady, she was giving Saul his praise and he's a good Jedi and all this, and then she threw him under the bus and said that he was a rogue Jedi. That's what I was confused. This episode, as a casual Star Wars fan, I was actually confused on this episode because I just didn't understand certain things that was happening. I don't know if it was just me or if that's because the episode is bad. And I haven't watched any reviews. I've been waiting until I get my own review up. But I was confused myself on a lot of things with this series. And like I said, man, to be honest, the whole series was pretty boring. I still think episode 5 was the best episode. That was the lightsaber. That was a good episode. I like that episode. I think I gave that an 8 or 8.5 out of 10. Every other episode though, I've given a 6 just to keep it consistent. This episode, I'm gonna have to give it a 6.5 just because we got a little lightsaber fight in and the fight was cool. Like I said, I think Saul's a good character. I don't know why they had him killed off by Osha. Oh yeah, Osha killed Saul. So yeah, so I'm assuming she did go to the dark side. Like I said, man, I'm just kind of confused on this whole episode on a lot of things, man. Because I feel like this whole series didn't clear up a lot of things, and I know. If it's a season 2, which I don't know if it's gonna be a season 2, because nobody likes it. From all the episodes up till now, it's been getting bad reviews all over the place. But yeah, man, I don't know. I was just so confused on this last episode, and it was a pretty lackluster episode to be a finale. And Star Wars fans, I think I'm understanding why you guys are like really not liking this, because I forgot the lady's name, who's ever in charge of this Star Wars stuff, but she's pretty much changing the direction that George Lucas went from, and she's changing things up. That's pretty much the plot of Star Wars, and now she's trying to change up. So I'm starting to understand where you guys are coming from with not liking the Acolyte. So yeah, man, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's if you compare this to The Mandalorian, this is trash. I can't lie. The Mandalorian was lit. The Mandalorian had maybe like an episode or two where it was kind of a slow episode. But man, The Mandalorian was so good. So I'm starting to understand why you guys are really hating this series. But yeah, man, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I think that's the highest I could go, and I'm just giving it a 6.5 just because we got a little lightsaber fight in there, and the Smilo Ren and Soul fight was dope. The Osha switching up, having that anger inside of her after finding out Soul killed her mom. I mean, I could see that any person would be angry. But I don't know. It just feels like they switch roles. I don't know. I'm just confused on the whole episode, man. So post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought. If you enjoyed my reaction, make sure you hit that like, drop that sub, man. Turn them noties. All right, we doing video daily. I will catch you guys on the next one. 100,000 subscribers is grind time. Let's get it.